Hello, friends. Hey, Facebook. How are you? Happy Thursday. Oh, sorry I'm so quiet, guys. Sometimes I just be thinking. I want to say hi to my parents and to Joey. Um, Holding it down in Beantown. Okay. There we go. We are all shared out on Facebook. Let's get ourselves onto Instagram. So last night my live got sent straight to IGTV, and I don't know how I feel about that. I understand, Instagram can do what they want to do, but excuse me. I liked the 24-hour format. Hello, Instagram. Okay. Girl, there we go. Okay. All right, so we are all shared out on these platforms. Let me make sure that our audio recording device is ready. So I retwisted my locks today, so the roots are extra tight, so my scalp's a little sensitive. Hi, Yarn Weaver. How are you? Happy Thursday. You can't hear it, but I am playing a Gucci Mane streaming station. You can't hear it because I don't want to be shut down for copyright issues. But if you didn't know, I likes the Gucci Mane. Goo Wop. Gucci Mane La Flare. 1017. All right, let's see. All right. So our audio recording device is ready. Thank you, Yarn Weaver. Our audio recording device is ready. Wow. Let me erase some of these old broadcasts on here, because we don't need them. All right, so we're going to wait for everybody to come on into the room. I know Thursdays is usually the day. I don't know, y'all go to the bar or something, because it'd be quiet on Thursdays during the Rona. I don't know what Instagram bar y'all are going to, but on Thursdays, y'all are quiet. So thank you for coming, Yarn Weaver. Yes. So I got my trusty notebook. Hello to the person who came in on Facebook. Say hi and let me know who you are. Just my usual disclaimer. There is a long delay on Facebook. And you are welcome to stay here and I will read your comments when I get them, but it's going to take a minute. So if you want to join in more real time, you can come over and join us on Instagram at nplconsultingfirm. But you don't have to. You can feel free to stay right here on Facebook, okay? All right. We're getting started in just 3 minutes. Tell your friends. Get ready to share this out. Oh my gosh, guys, I changed up my lotion. And it's already working wonders. Ooh. Hello. Hi. All right. Can't wait. 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 How are you guys doing? Tell me what's going on in your world. Anything good happened to you today? I'm trying to think what happened good to me. I got my workout in. I took a walk with Toby and got to listen to some good music today. Life is good. I'm not going to complain. No, I'm not going to complain. All right, we're getting started in just 2 minutes, my friends. 2 minutes. Payday was today, which is always good. Okay, yes, Yarn Weaver for payday. Ooh, mine comes tomorrow. Can't wait. Happy for you, Yarn Weaver. Yes to a payday. All right, we're getting started in 1 minute, friends. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Don't mind me, I'm silly. Sometimes in my head, I think I'm a choreographer. Hi, new to you. How are you? All right, we're getting started in less than a minute, guys. Can't wait. We got some funny stories today. And if we have time, we're going to have a little discussion about COVID etiquette. Hi, Alan Spain. All right. Okay, it is 8:05. Let's pause this and get it started. Yes. All right. And I'm hitting the record button. All right. All right. Welcome. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you don't know who I am, if this is your first time joining my broadcast, or if you're watching the replay or listening to the podcast, I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So getting your business registered with the state, making sure you have your EIN number, your DUNS number, contract templates, branding, brand protection strategies, hiring employees properly. I help you do all of that. If you are wondering why I'm qualified to help you do all of that, I'm so happy you asked. I am a licensed attorney. Have been one for 14 years and counting. I have started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have great business ideas. And if you're going to be successful, there are just some concepts that you need to know. So that is where I come in, okay? Now, if you would like to get in contact with me so that we can get your business life together, you're going to want to do this one thing. You're going to want to go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. There you're going to be able to book yourself a free 15-minute consultation if you are a first-time client. You're also going to be able to download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. And you can also pick up, hello, Marlene Bowman. You can also, Marlene Bowman 69. You can also pick up Business Startup Basics, which is basically a crash course in entrepreneurship that I've put together. It's 4 videos and 3 ebooks, and just gets you ready to be a boss out in these streets. So all that and more is available at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, as including for the ladies. Make sure that you register for your free spot at the Power of 3 Women's Virtual Summit. It is completely online. It's an online conference happening in June. And your girl's going to be a featured speaker. So grab your spot and come support. I'd love to see your faces in the audience, okay? But that is enough about me. Let's get to the show. So this is how it works. I pull stories from the news and stories that you guys have found and stories from blog sites. And I choose the ones that have business concepts that we can learn and we discuss them. So this is a conversation. It is a discussion between all of us. So don't be afraid to let your opinion be known as long as it is respectful. And, if you have questions, please feel free to ask them because this is the time to do so. Okay. So we are going to get started in just a moment. Yes. All right. Yeah. So we're going to get started right about now. Just give me 1 second. What is that? Okay. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So the first case that we're talking about has to do with one of my favorite pastimes, sleep. If you are a fan of sleep, give me a bed emoji. If you are a fan of sleep, give me a bed emoji. Okay. And one of the necessities for a good night's sleep is a great mattress. Am I right or am I right? Right? So, there are different mattress brands out there. How many of you have heard of Sleep Number, the bed brand Sleep Number? If you have heard of Sleep Number, thank you for the bed, Yarn Weaver. If you've heard of Sleep Number, give me the hashtag symbol in the comments. If you've heard of the brand Sleep Number, it's that bed, and then you can set. I don't know what the scale is. Maybe it's 1 to 100, but you can make the bed soft. You can make the bed hard. Sleep Number bed. And it comes with a remote control and everything. So if you've heard of Sleep Number beds, give me the hashtag symbol. Thank you, Yarn Weaver. Okay. Well, thank you, New to You. So Sleep Number, they filed a trademark infringement case against another bedding brand. You have Marlene, okay, called Personal Comfort. Now, remember, when you file a trademark infringement suit, it is because you think that someone is using your name to confuse the public to think they are you. All right. So Sleep Number sued Personal Comfort for trademark infringement because Personal Comfort, in their ads, they said that their beds were preferred over Sleep Number beds. So they were saying that people like our beds more than Sleep Number beds. They also called their beds upgraded versions of Sleep Number beds. Okay. So basically they were saying, in comparison to Sleep Number beds, we are better. And because of that, Sleep Number filed a trademark infringement suit because they were using Sleep Number's name in their advertisement. And so I want to know, also, when they filed this trademark infringement suit during the trial, Personal Comfort, they actually had an expert bed builder come in, and during the trial, they put together a Sleep Number bed and they put together a Personal Comfort bed, and they asked people, which bed they preferred and which one was sturdier, and they got the expert opinion. And in the trial, it was shown that the Personal Comfort bed was actually better quality than Sleep Number. So, do you think Sleep Number won this case or lost this case? Do you think the court agreed that there was trademark infringement? Or do you think the court was like, nah, there's no confusion here. Nobody's going to confuse this for a Sleep Number bed. Hi, Janae49. How are you? So you think they lost? And you are absolutely right, New to You. The court said there is no trademark infringement here because there is no confusion. Personal Comfort is absolutely making themselves distinctive from Sleep Number to the point that they are saying that they are better than Sleep Number. So there is no trademark infringement here. Yarn Weaver said it sounds more like a case of defamation. Well, defamation is when you're going out here and you're saying, oh, their stuff is trash, it's no good, it's going to fall apart on you. That's not what Personal Comfort was saying. Personal Comfort was saying, we're just better. You know how there are some things, they're good, they work fine, but then there is like the top of the line, the platinum level. Personal comfort is like, you know, if Sleep Number is gold, we're platinum, right? So the court said there is no trademark confusion here, and if it was and defamation, they'd have to do a lot more for there to be a defamation lawsuit here. But I chose this because we have to remember that trademark infringement is when one brand is being confused for another. It's you don't want to use, you don't want to say, oh, we're just like so and so, but if you're, because then you're trying to connect yourself to them. But if you're trying to distance yourself from them and say, hey, we ain't like these guys, we better, right? Then yeah, oh, I'm glad that makes sense. Then you know, that creates a distance. You're not trying to confuse the public into thinking that you are your competitor. You want your public to know that, yeah, I have a competitor out there, but I blow them out of the water, okay? All right. I'm so glad that that makes sense for you, Yarn Weaver. Okay, so we are moving on to our next case, and I actually am really glad that we're getting to it so quickly. It was the inspiration for the title of this broadcast, and the title of this broadcast is Girl, Where Have You Been? All right. How many of you guys have heard that Hey Mickey song, whether it be in, you know, a TV show or heard the song outright? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it goes like, hey Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey Mickey. Hey Mickey, if you have heard that song ever in your life, give me an M in the comments. If you have ever heard the Mickey song, okay? So while I wait for your M's, I've heard that song in tons of shows. I can't even list how many places I have heard this Mickey song, right? Thank you, New to You. It's in like cheerleaders. I've heard it on RuPaul's Drag Race. Hi, Beaks V. Thank you, Yarn Weaver. I've heard it all over the place. Oh, no. But do you, yes, it's from the 80s, Marlene Bowman 69. But do you know who was the originator of that song? Do you know who created that song? Because this case is about that person. If you know the person's name, put it in the comments. But I'm going to go ahead with this story, okay? So the creator of the Mickey song, her name is Toni Basil. Now, this song was a hit in 1982, right? And basically, Toni Basil was a one-hit wonder. She didn't have any other hits after that. I don't even know if she came out with an album after that. But basically, a few years ago, I don't know where Toni was. She started suing everybody. Anybody who had ever used her song. She sued Forever 21. She sued Disneyland. She sued some TV shows because she was saying that they were infringing on her song, doing copyright infringement by using her song in their promotions and things like that, right? Here's the problem. Toni's record label had a license to basically rent out this song to people who wanted to use it. So Toni was not paying attention to what was going on, but the record label was like, oh, y'all want to use the song? Here, you know, just sign here, pay us our little money. So Toni goes and tries to sue everybody for copyright infringement by saying that the record label never had authorization to license out the song. And the court did not agree with her. Now, keep in mind, Toni Basil never had a legal copyright to this song. She actually did not apply for a registered copyright until 2016. Remember, this song was a hit in 1982. So Toni, what happened? Anyway, so after she sued all these people and lost, Toni filed a copyright application for the song Mickey. And she got it. And now Toni is suing someone else. How many of y'all have heard of the show Preacher on AMC? If you have heard of the show Preacher on AMC, give me a P in the comments. Now, it's based on a graphic novel. It's kind of gory. I watched maybe the first 2 seasons. Anyway, in a promo commercial, AMC used a snippet of Mickey in the song, and now Toni Basil is suing the AMC network for copyright infringement. So I want to know from you guys, do you think that Tony is going to win this lawsuit? Right? Okay, you've heard of Preacher? Yes. So Tony is now suing the network that runs Preacher for using her song in a promo ad. So do you think Tony is going to win, or do you think Tony is going to lose? Yeah, well, we don't know what's going to happen yet because she has just filed suit. But I think that Tony is going to lose as well, because while you may have obtained this legal copyright in 2016, like more than almost 30 years after you've had this hit, that doesn't mean that your label still doesn't have the license to rent out the song. Yarn Weaver said, would she have a chance now that she filed for copyright? The problem here is that Tony's still has a label. This label still has a license to basically rent out her song. Now, I don't know how much money Tony is seeing from them, licensing out this song to so many places, but that apparently was an agreement that she had with her record label. Marlene Bowman 69 said, I think she will take the L. Me too. I think that Toni Basil may have gotten lost in the sauce for a few years, and maybe she's, coming back to the surface. New to You said label has the masters. Probably. I mean, Toni was a one-hit wonder. It wasn't like she was, rocking the charts. So we don't know how much control she had over her music, its distribution, how much she got, right? So I'm predicting that Toni is going to lose this case. And this is just a cautionary tale, guys. Don't wait until it's too late to copyright your stuff. And also, you need to be paying attention to your business, to what is making you money. You need to know where your things are happening. Where was Toni Basil when this song was being licensed out anywhere? How did she not hear it anywhere? Do you not have a TV? Do you not have a radio? Are you not privy to the news or entertainment? What have you been doing since 1982, girl? Anyway, so we will have to wait and see what happens between Toni, and AMC. But I am predicting that Toni is going to lose this because her label probably still has licensing permission for the song. Okay. All right. So we are moving on to our third and final story for the evening. And this also has to do with music copyrights. So I recently revamped my searches. Actually, hold on. We have a comment. Marlene Bowman 69 said, it must be the grandkids trying to get her to pursue the coins. You know what? You might not be wrong, because the kids are out here starving. Okay, we need our money, Grandma. Where are our Christmas presents? Okay. So like I was saying, recently I revamped my Google alerts, and I separated my copyright searches and my trademark searches. And I have been finding that I have been getting more relevant copyright stories. Like, in looking at these things, copyright infringement is everywhere, right? And we have another one right here before us. So, to my friends watching, do any of you have an Apple TV subscription, like the streaming service for Apple TV Plus, I think it's called? But if you have the subscription for Apple's streaming service, give me an Apple emoji, please. If you are subscribed or got somebody's login to the Apple streaming service, please give me an Apple emoji, okay? And while you do that, so apparently on Apple's roster of programming, there is a show called Amazing Stories. And on that show, there is an episode called The Heat. And in that episode, there was a song used that's called Sideshow, that was created by an artist called Richie Rich. Now, this song, it was produced in 1989 as part of an album called 41-5in, I think, okay? And it was produced by a gentleman named Daryl Jackson under Jed Productions, okay? So Daryl and, his team, but he didn't do everything by himself. He did have, when you're creating an album, there's usually a team of people you work with. So he created this album 41.5 in 1989 and had a song called Sideshow on it, right? This song Sideshow ends up on an Apple TV show, and Daryl Jackson was like, hold up, why is my song on this show? Because I didn't give permission for this, right? And he had his copyright registered and everything. It turns out that one of the people who helped him produce this song, the album 41.5 went to Apple and told them that they had the rights to the song and told Apple that they could use the song in the commercial. So imagine if you're a musician, you create a song, you have your people that you may have paid to come help you, whatever, master the sounds, things like that. Everybody's working on it. The album's great, whatever. You file your copyrights, and then you find out that one of the people who you hired to help you create this album went out and is telling everybody that they own this song. So basically, this is what happened. One of the people who helped Daryl create the song had their own music publishing company called Nakamiche Music, and they lied to Apple. They said that they owned the rights to Sideshow, and they even tried to file their own copyright for the song. So Daryl Jackson, when he found out what was going on, he filed a cease and desist against Apple, the company, and the streaming service, and he wants them to stop using his song, but they have not responded, and apparently they have not removed the song from the episode. So I want to know from you guys, who do you think is wrong or more wrong in this case? Is Apple and Apple TV wrong for, just accepting this person's word that they own the rights to this song? Is Nakamiche more wrong because they lied to Apple and said they have the rights to this song? Or is Daryl wrong because he should have been keeping closer tabs? Who do you think is wrong in this situation? Who do you think is wrong? Because for me, the person who was most wrong is Nakamiche Music. Yes, you did help produce the album 41.5, but Daryl Jackson, he did his due diligence. The album was produced in 1989, and he filed for the copyright in 1990. Nakamiche didn't try to file the copyright until recently, in the last few years. So, okay, Yarn Weaver said that friend for selling his workout and Apple for not acknowledging his message. Marlene Bowman 69 said both Apple and the co-writer. Y'all are absolutely right. Like, Apple, as much money, as much resources as Apple has, you should be the first ones to dot your I's and cross your T's. Oh, thank you. You should be the first one to dot your I's and cross your T's, okay? Because people, you are a tech company. You have all the resources at your disposal to find out the truth. Marlene Bowman 69 said Apple should have done more research. Absolutely. And this person who runs Nakamiche Music, how are you gonna sell out your homie like that? You just you stole the right, you lied and stole and said that you own this song that you don't own. Daryl Jackson has had this has had this copyright since 1990, and you lie to Apple and tell them that you have the rights to this song. Shame on you. Anyway, that's just me getting on my high horse. But I am holding out that Daryl Jackson will win. I hope that he gets all his money and, teaches Nakamiche a lesson. And I hope Apple has learned a lesson and acknowledges the fact that they are doing wrong and stops using this man's song, or at least breaks him off some money. Run me my money, sir. Yes. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens between Daryl and Apple. But I mean, I don't know how Apple is going to get out of this, unless they're just like, go sue that guy. All right. But yeah, but those were the stories that I had for you this evening. But hi Josephina, but since we have some extra time, Toby, really, I wanted to have a brief discussion with you guys. that is business related and not necessarily for our stories. So as we know, some of our districts, counties, states, things like that, they're preparing to open up. My state is actually supposed to be opening up tomorrow, even though the individual counties, some of them have been like, girl, we ain't going nowhere. And I was talking to my sister earlier today, and she was like, well, maybe you should, what are the ethics of opening up, your business during this time? What do you guys think about the businesses who are jumping to open up at this time? Not necessarily the small ones, because we understand, why, you have to make money. But how do you think you can balance public safety and business? Is it a bad business move to try and open up early, or are people just trying to preserve their income? Like, where is the balance? Do you think that it is a bad move to open when even, higher ups like Dr. Fauci have said, it's not really safe to do so? Do you think that, it's just kind of dog eat dog and you have to do what you have to do in the business world? Or do we have to take into account what is going on around us, our neighborhoods, our situations? Like, is business just cut and dry? It's just about the bottom line, or is it about people? For me, I think that as business evolves, it's becoming less about what you sell and more about who you are. People are buying into your brand. They want to know what your values are. And that's why a lot of companies, they're being exposed during this time for their practices. Either they're price gouging, or, they're not taking care of their employees. So during this time, how do you balance being a good, business person with being a good citizen and social distancing, and while social distancing and running a business, especially if you're running a brick and mortar business, like a salon or something like that? Like, there's nothing you can do. So what do we do? How do you balance running a business and, watching out for public safety? Where is the line? Any opinions? I know it's a little heavier than we usually get into, but I just thought that it was something interesting to talk about, because it seems like every state is like just running around like a chicken with their head cut off, right? And we don't have a uniform way to open up our businesses and just open up the country in general. So it's kind of like everybody's trying to figure it out on their own. So what do we do as a society? Do you guys have any what do you call that? Any suggestions, any tips? Let me know, y'all, because I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Sorry, my nose is itchy. All right. Where y'all at? Okay. Well, I guess y'all don't like that question. Okay. Yarn Weaver said, if PPE, mask, hand sanitizer was readily available and people listen to protocol, that isn't the state, though, unfortunately. I think it's a mistake. Marlene Bowman said, I think it's a mistake. However, people are struggling, and I get it. I think we have to be smart and make sound judgments for yourself and your family. You guys are absolutely right. I think if we were in a position where products were readily available, like if we could get gloves and masks. I remember a couple of weeks ago, I was looking for 91% rubbing alcohol and I could not find it anywhere. Just wipes, disinfectant wipes. You can't find those anywhere. So how do you guarantee that you're keeping everything clean? Yarn Weaver said Trump should have approved that company who was willing to sell masks. He rejected them due to them being a Chinese company. That man's name is a curse word on this show. He is a plague on all our lives, and I refuse to acknowledge him. But yes, if we had better leadership, in the administration, I'm sure things would be running more smoothly. Unfortunately, we have to deal with the reality that we have. So what do we do? You guys are saying, if we could get, protection, the PPEs, yes. But then there's also the fact that if you're running a small business, like you run a hair salon or a barber shop and you have a family to feed, what are you supposed to do? Because you still have to feed your family. This is your livelihood. And you can't, but how many of y'all ran through your $1,200 already? Okay. So, yeah, I think that this is a very difficult space to be in, especially if you are a brick and mortar business that isn't considered essential. Um, Marlene Bowman said the administration sent PPE to China while ignoring the reports from his own intel. You know what? Let us hope that nature takes its course, because, we have heard that members of the staff have been diagnosed with COVID, and let's just let nature take its course and see what happens. All right. And that's all I'm going to say on that, because I don't need Secret Service knocking on my door or giving me a phone call. You ain't even qualified. Okay. All right, Marlene. I see you. All right. But yes, thank you guys for your opinions. I think this might be a recurring question as we get closer and closer to opening up. Thank you guys for your participation. I always appreciate you. Make sure that you take care of yourselves this weekend. It's supposed to be beautiful. Go outside, but stay away from people. Make sure you're 6 feet apart. What else? Make sure that you go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm to book your free 15-minute consultation if you're a first-time client. Go register for the Power of Three Summit, ladies. It's completely free. Come support your girl. And I can't wait to talk to y'all on Monday, okay? Have a good night. Bye.